Hey, how's it going? I'm going to be doing lab 2-2 here and going to be covering all four alternatives, starting with number one here. Number one involves doing nothing because by opening up the Slingte data set, we can go over here to the sales subset tab and it shows a variety of attributes and information that you can use in order to extract whatever information you might desire. That covers alternative number one. For alternative number two, we're going to be creating relationships, and that's going to help us look up any records, related fields within the tables without doing additional work. So to start off, we have Slante, or however you pronounce it, subset open here. We're going to go over to the data tab and relationships icon. This opens up here. Okay, manage relationships window has opened here. We're going to be creating a new relationship involving sales subset and FGI product. We're going to do sales subset. In the forum column, it's going to be product code, FGI product down here for related table, and it automatically fills in our product code right there. First relationship down, second relationship coming up. It's going to involve the sales subset and customer tab. So you see sales subset there. I believe customer ID is going to be the foreign customer ID. Yep. And there's our second relationship. And we're going to close it. Not going to see any difference here in our sales subset tab or any of the other two. It's just basically a helpful way for us to, again, look up records, related fields without doing additional work. Final step of this alternative number two is going to be just saving the spreadsheet. So we're going to go over here in my designated little folder. Let's see. Save that. And that's alternative number two. For alternative number three, we're essentially going to be importing data that is shared between sales subset and customer, and data that is shared between sales subset and FGI product. We're going to be importing that data into the primary spreadsheet, which is sales subset. So at the end of this, you're going to see columns that have been added on here past the G column that are from customer and FGI product. To begin this, we're going to need to open up a completely new spreadsheet. So I'm going to come over here, just do a blank workbook. Set it onto the side here. Okay. Going to go over here to the data. Let's see the data. Coming over here to the data tab. It's not called new query, it's called get data here. In my version of Excel, go to from file, from workbook. I recently downloaded the Slinked subset workbook, so it's going to be here just on my quick files, importing that. One sec. Sorry about that. It was just because I had it open on the other workbook. Hopefully it works this time. Let me see. Via the instructions, we're going to click this box right here that allows us to select multiple items, and we're going to be doing just the tabs that we had seen before, because those are going to be the ones that we're connecting. Transform data. All right, here are the 3 queries that we just imported. Come over here to sales underscore subset. And now we're going to begin the process of merging all 3 of these tables. Coming over here to the home tab, we're going to merge. It's over here in this combine icon, merge queries. Here's our merge window. First, we're going to do this drop-down menu right there in the middle, and we're going to select, I believe we're going to start off with customer. And you see here they have the shared columns of customer ID. That's going to be our connecting point between the 2 spreadsheets. Once we have customer ID column selected on both of them here, we're going to come down here and make sure that the join kind drop-down menu has left outer selected, all from first, matching from second. That designates the sales underscore subset spreadsheet as the primary spreadsheet and the customer spreadsheet as the subordinate, as you had stated. That essentially means that any information that matches up with each other between the 2 spreadsheets is going to be imported onto the sales subset spreadsheet from the customer spreadsheet. Go ahead and click OK here. Awesome, we got our merge queries there. And then we're going to move on to merging the next set. All right, referring back to the instructions here, it looks like I got just a little bit ahead of pace. We're not going to move on quite yet. First, we have to come over here to the newly added column that you see here. We're going to click this opposing arrows icon. Make sure that the expand has been selected, and then click OK. Here, now you can see that the customer attributes have been added on to the sales subset query, and that's a lot of beautiful information there that we can use later on. Moving on to joining sales subset FGI product. It's a very similar process. Again, we're going to go over here to combine merge queries. We have sales subset up top. Instead of customer, we're now going to be selecting FGI underscore product. These 2 queries are going to be connected through product code, if I'm not mistaken. Product code column on top, product code column on the bottom. Same join kind drop-down selection is going to be the left outer. Same thing. Sales subset is going to be the dominant. Click OK. And then same process here. Do the opposing arrows icon. Make sure expand is selected with all of these also selected. And then we have the product attributes. Awesome. Another thing that I forgot to do, because I got ahead of pace here, was before I had clicked the opposing arrows icon for FGI product, I was told that I needed to rename the FGI product column to simply just product. So that way, once I expanded the attributes, they would all not have that FGI acronym preceding. It would just be product. My mistake. I'll be sure to not get ahead of pace for the next video or alternative. To finish out this, we're going to do close and load. Should import this here to our open Excel window. And here we are, all imported here, like I said. Lots of information and attributes there. Very useful. To finish out here, we're going to rename the active spreadsheet here, that sales subset, as sales order merge. Underscore order underscore merge. After renaming the active tab that used to be sales subset to sales order merge, we're going to just finish off by saving the workbook to the designated file or folder that I have here for 2-2. This one will be called Slate _ merge. Boom. That finishes out alternative 3.